So we can go to the home component that we have created yesterday, home.js file. Under the home.js file, create a single dimensional array and we can display inside the page using the map function. Create a constant variable and give call city list. City list. Inside the city list, add some city name. Okay, so something we added inside the array. Now after that, we will come to the welcome home. It's okay. We can display here in a paragraph. The available cities are city list dot length. City list dot length. City list dot length. It will give you the total number of city element available inside the array. The total number of elements available inside the array. It will display in the browser as a 6. Now we want to print all. So we will be using here the map function. Map belong to JavaScript. So you have to open the curly bracket, close the curly bracket. Inside you have to write same structure what we have followed in the JavaScript, array dot map, city list dot map. Amen. Under the city list dot map, you have to pass again two parameter. One is called city name and second one is called as a position of city. Here again same fat arrow method will get applied, and after that inside you will not do console.log. You will not write here data equal to data plus. You will write directly as a return, return, return. And under the return you can print the paragraph directly, and under the paragraph you can print anything, no problem, either a static statement or as a dynamic statement. So what will happen is we have total 6 element. So the map function is going to call itself as a 6 time, and 6 time it will return the paragraph, and whatever the map function will return, it will get printed in your browser directly. Check once. Hello, hello, hello will come total 6 times. Instead of hello, now we can print the city name with the index 0, 1, 2, 3 plus city name, both will appear in browser. Now here hello is going to come 6 times, 6 paragraph will generate, and all will display the hello, hello, and hello.
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 Can you restrict the data in this particular JS file?
Which one?
like restricting the particular data. So getting only the Bangalore and Mumbai. So remaining Pune. So restrict those things.
All options we have, but first let's learn one by one. We can apply a number of limitations.
So we can do in this thing, right?
Everything we can do.
Okay.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, hello.
So returns is called two times. First time at home and the second times at the map function.
Map is a function will return something. For that, this is the return of this return is of map function, and this return is of your home function. Okay. So inside the home, there you are calling another function called map. Map also has to return something, then only it will print. If map will not return anything, it will not print anything. This return is of map function and this return is of your home function. Both are different return. One is the inner level return, one is the outer level return. Outer level return is your home return, inner level return is your map return. It is like a nested for loop. Okay, once you run a for loop, first what will happen? It will go inside, it will complete the inner level loop. So when you are calling this file, first it will complete the inner level loop, inner level return all will get finished, then outer level return will execute. See now, you will have hello, 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 how many times? So many times. Now come next. Instead of hello, you print here the variable name. What is our variable name? Our variable name is called city name. This should be single time. We can write here called CITY name, city name. See it now. It will print you the name of all the city. Now how it is going to work? The map concept remains same. From the city list, individual element will be read by map function. Or you can say the map function is going to iterate the number of elements available inside the city list. Or you can say the map function will read individual element from the array, and after that it will split into two parts. The element value will go to the first parameter and the position will go to the second parameter. So value will go to the first parameter, position will go to the second parameter. First parameter where you want to print, second parameter where you want to print. Okay, but you have to use the return, then only map function will return something, else loop will run but it will not return anything, it will not print anything in the browser. We can see here now all the city name appear directly. Index, if you want to print, you can follow here another dollar bracket and print inside the position also. Suppose call index we printed, index +1 also you can do. It will give you 1 2 3 directly, but here it is going to start from 0. It is going to start from where? 0. So you can see here 0 1 2 3 all are printing. 0 1 2 3 plus element name. Next after that, if you go to the console, you will find one warning message will display in your console. So right click, open the inspect element, go to the console. You will find one warning message will appear there.
Yes, it is displaying in the console.
Warning message will appear. That warning message is like, since the paragraph you are generating dynamically inside the map function, you are returning the paragraph, React DOM will get confused. You are generating the paragraph now randomly, dynamically you created the multiple paragraph. After some time, you will ask the React to modify the value of a paragraph. Like suppose you are listing the value inside the array, you are reading the data from array, you are displaying below, and after that, maybe there will be requirement particular city name we can change. Okay, maybe particular value we need to change. So where we are printing the value, we are printing the value inside the paragraph. Inside the browser DOM, you are generating the element dynamically. Virtual DOM, that is called as a what? Virtual DOM. Okay, your page was by default how many division? One division, one H1, one paragraph was there. Now when the map function will start, it will create how many elements? Multiple elements. So browser DOM document object model, what you have in the browser, you are pushing the new element inside. Now when you are pushing the new element inside, JSX wanted to know the new element you have created, all are same or all are different. The reason is what? After some time there will be a requirement. You will ask the browser DOM to modify a particular element. Okay. Now while generating the element, you have not given any unique ID. You have not given any unique name. All the paragraphs are same. Later, suppose we will say, okay, we will ask maybe some kind of requirement will come where we say we want to modify the Kolkata. When we do double click here, there should be option to modify the Kolkata. Now the React wanted to know, yes, you are generating the element dynamically, paragraph you are generating dynamically, but make sure for every paragraph, there should be a unique identification number. There must be something unique so that we'll identify one paragraph is different and second paragraph is different. All the element must be unique. Okay, according to whom? According to React DOM, all the element must be unique if you are using the map function. Let me go to the console and show you the error. Go to the browser console, inspect element. One warning message should come. Here in the beginning, okay, what is this warning? Each child in the list should have a unique property called key. It says each child in the list should have a unique property called keys. Okay, so where the render method of home function, it's saying at a P in the home, ABC, the parent component, app is the final component. So it is pointing to this line, saying like the paragraph what you are generating, it has not any unique property. Okay, if unique property is not applied, then it will be difficult to identify each and every element. It will become mixed up. Your DOM will be confused. So usually in JavaScript, we follow the ID. Using ID, we make the every element as a unique. In the React, we have a alternate property of that. That is called key. Okay, key. We can use ID also here and key also we can use. Okay. So to make every element as a unique, React says like for your purpose, you apply the ID. It is the development work. If you want to modify some element dynamically through JavaScript code, according to your structure, according to your skill, you follow the ID, no problem at all. But according to the document object model, the JSX says like for every element, there must be a prop. What is the prop? Prop means properties. Call it a what? Key. And that key should be unique. Okay. So let me go here and we can write here called key. Key equal to, suppose I give here something unique. Call it a high. Now what will happen at this place? For every paragraph, key remain same. But key says it must be different. Then only you can identify each paragraph as a unique element. Every paragraph will be as a unique element with a unique key properties. Okay. So instead of that, we can write anything that should be unique. So what will be unique here? Suppose you have written here list of city. There may be 2 city duplicate. There may be 2 person name can be same. Then also problem will come. If I suppose I write here called city name. Now inside the array, there may be city name come twice. maybe user name come twice, maybe item name come twice, there also problem will come. People suggest from everywhere, since already you have a index here unique, so why can't you follow the index only? Index will never be duplicate. It will start from where? 0, and it will go till length minus 1 of your element. So every time the key will have a unique value, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now your browser down, the JavaScript document object model what you have, it will feel like, oh, all the paragraph have a unique property called keys. That duplicate error will not come. Let me go here, look into the browser, see what is. You need to clear the error. First clear it, then replace it manually. You will find that error should not come. The read error message was coming. It says ABC. What is that? If you mean to react a React component, start with the name with the ABC. Okay. ABC are written there lowercase. It's saying like ABC don't keep as a lowercase. Start with the upper. That we have a solution. We can find out. But the key related problem is not coming now. You can see key related problem is gone. So that is the every time whenever we render a map function, under the map you are going to generate your entire content of your page. Like you will be generating the division, paragraph, table, section tag, anything we can keep dynamic. So under the map function, whichever is your main element, suppose you are generating the TR. So under the TR, TD will come. Under the TD, TH will come. So for TH and TD level, no need to apply the key. Only you can apply the key for the TR level, main element. If main element is unique, then inside the main element we can find out easily every element. Okay. So key property is required every time whenever we use the map function. It will make your element as a unique element.
So for the next map function, we should follow different.
Where within the map or out of the map?
Within the same home.js function. Like if we are writing another map, another city list 2.
So that is not inside this map only, no? That is out of this map. Is a nested map or how it is?
Same, like after city list map.
Nice. मैं पूछ रहा हूँ, I'm asking, one map function is running here. You want to write the next map inside here or outside? Where? Outside also you can use. The index is the temporary variable. Index and city name is the temp variable. It is exist within this area. It is not exist out of the area. But if you are going to use the nested map, map inside map, okay, map inside map, then what we have to do? We have to keep index as a different. Okay, index variable will be different. Because suppose if I write here another map at this place, now what it will do? If I write here another map, not here you can't write, you have to write inside the return only. Inside the return you have to write the next map. Suppose at this place if I write another map, what will happen is the both the index will keep separate variable, same variable, then conflict will happen. The first position will go to second will come to the first. So better than that, if the nested map, then your the element position variable should be different, should not be same. Okay, मैं बताऊंगा अभी आपको. I will guide you. This is the single dimensional array. Write it. After that, I'll create example of multi-dimensional array. After that, I'll create example of nested array, map inside map. N number of level I will guide you. ठीक है, लिखिए. Check, run one. Hope it's working. So our habit will be every time to follow the key property. See, someone have asked to buy a React book. Okay, React book you read later. Okay, React book you read later. Now what we are following in the daily class, okay, first you control that much. Okay, what you follow now, suppose in the class today we follow something, yesterday I have guided you to set up a new project. Now what we will finish in this class, same thing you repeat in that project. Which project? Project number 2. Okay, If you have very difficult time, at least practice once in a while. If you have little free time, practice twice, like project number 2 and project number 3. Similar concept implement how many times? 2 times. Okay. So I will be spending lot of time on your class component, functional component. After that, your Redux will come. After that, project will come. Almost everything will get covered. Okay, that is available as of now in the market. Yeah, daily new feature will come. For that, we have to follow the reference from internal. But what you are going to learn, at least that much you are able to handle, that much you are able to control, you will not face problem. What people are doing at the moment. Okay, let's go next. After that, these elements are listing properly. One is ready. We will go to this file now. Product.js file. In product.js file, you can write another array that should be based on multidimensional. Okay, so I'll create here another constant variable called product equal to go inside, follow the name property, follow the price property, quantity property, follow the property called vendor. Okay, next after that, this much we can copy and paste below 4 or 5 times. Okay, apple, mango, grapes, milk, and rice. These all are the items. Price you can change according to your wish. Store some 6-7 array, 6-7 element. This array is ready. Any item, any name, any price, your wish. I will share you this list of elements inside the array. This list of element came inside the array. Okay, you can print the length here. Product.length. dot length. Okay, now quickly we can create a table here and we can display the data in table. Table open close. Cell padding. Follow the T head. Follow the TR. Follow the TH. Item index. Next TH. Item name. Next TH. Price. Next one more TH. Quantity. Next one more TH. All vendor. Next one more TH. You can display here total also. Okay. Next, after that, you can come down, follow the T body. Under T body, we have to use the under Angular React. Your T head T body is compulsory. Without that, it will give you the warning. Okay, it will not give you the parsing error will come. Warning will show, it will not give fatal error. Fatal error means blocking the project. Project will not execute. It will execute, but warning will come in the console. It will give the error while creating the build. When we create the build at that time, it will give the error. Check now. Table basic structure will be ready in the browser. So table is coming here. Now inside the table, data should come. Inside the table, data should come. So how the data will come? We will work on that. We have to use again map function here. Map function and product.map. Key data, comma, key index also you can write. And again, similar structure, return we need to follow. Under the return, you can use now TR. because under the T body, we have to print the TR. TR is the main element under the map. It should have a key. It should have a key. Then we can use directly here in a TD index. And we can use one more here, pdata.name. 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 Under the pdata, product is array. Inside the product, you have multi-dimensional array. Now, from the product, individual array, like individual element, will go to that line I have copied just to show you the what will be the structure of pdata. The structure of pdata will be something like this. Pdata will be something like this. The pdata will hold something like this. So under the pdata, one by one, from the product, individual element details in the form of object, it will go to the pdata. So pdata structure will be like this. The first loop, when the map function will call first time, the first product details complete in the object form, it will go to the pdata, where you will find the name, price, QTY and vendor. Again, second loop, the second product complete details in object form will go to the pdata. There again you will find the name, price, QTY and vendor. So that we can print here, and at last it will give you list of all the elements. Check only name. Name is coming or not. If name comes, we can follow similar way. P data, P quantity, P vendor and other order. P name printed.
Printing P name, sir.
Hmm.
It's printing the name also, index and name both.
Name and index both will print. Similar way, you can print pdata.price, pdata.qty, and then you can do the pdata.qty into price. It will do the multiplication and display both. TD we can write here pdata.price, pdata.qty, pdata.qty. Next pdata.qty into pdata.qty into pdata.price. Okay. Then at last you can print the pdata.vendor. 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 Able to print? Okay, let us check now. So what all values are printing? Data binding is super fast. Okay, data binding of React is very fast. Data binding what represent the value sending from the JavaScript to HTML and HTML to JavaScript. It was stored here
Sir,
from here. Tell me.
sir, in this example, vendor Alex has 3 times. No, it is possible to print only the Alex values, sir. The vendor who is having Alex.
See, I have multiple way to write the code. Okay. Now suppose everything if I write in one file, everything I'll write in one file. Maybe you have studied something from internet, you will understand. But what about remaining 9 people? Okay, so I will not go according to your wish. There is some sequence to convince the people. That way I will come, but wait for few class. Automatically you will find the answer of your question.
Okay, thank you, sir.
He is asking like the Alex is 3 times. You want to print only 1 time. Okay, correct. Now what we have to do? We have to do like we have to apply some kind of filtering on that. Filtering in the sense we have to compare. Okay, we have to compare based on comparison. We have to apply here row span and column span. Like suppose vendor is 1 time, Alex is coming 3 times. Here 2 times came. What you want? You want to display 1 time. Now I have to combine these 2 rows together. So what I will do? I will use the row span. Now to use the row span directly here, I cannot write the if condition. I have to write the if condition inside the map only, but I have to print outside of the map. Correct. So I have to use twice, thrice. What? If else. Okay. Now if I use many times if else, what will happen? The people who just step into the React yesterday, you will get confused. Tomorrow onwards, you will not attend the class. You will feel like it's look overload. Okay, at this place, one question came in mind. I can use here array destructuring also. See what you are using. You are using p.name, p-data.name, p-data.price. Instead of that, directly we can print name, price, quantity also based on array destructuring method. But I thought no, I will write here. If I'll write, then I have not guided anything array destructuring method. People will get confused. So I thought, okay, let's come next to 3 examples are there. Somewhere I'll follow. See, I'm covering the syllabus not in the way like, okay, let me finish my syllabus. I'm covering in such a way, look at here. This example I have written here, one single dimensional array. I was supposed to skip this also. Directly I can come here where multi-dimensional array. Right. Now multi-dimensional we finished. Now here under the user list, I'm going to follow the nested array. So instead of writing the single dimensional, multi-dimensional, I could go directly where nested array, where single dimensional, multi-dimensional, array inside array, everything will get covered. But that is in my favor, not in your favor. Okay. So keep patience, keep learning one by one. You will get the solution of all your questions. Okay. I have 3 steps here. First step, you are learning the React, core React. After some time, maybe after some class, you will enter under the hooks. There you will learn the complete functional component with so many if else conditions. Will write if else in such a way you will start feeling overload. Okay. Don't worry, I have all the solution, but I am giving you the content step by step. It should not be overload for you. Come to the next one. We join the classes thinking, okay, we'll understand. If class also become confusion, then where we'll go? We'll drop the plan or not? Come to the user list. Okay. Which is the component? Component name is called user. Go inside the user and create an array where, okay, this is the question. If you can try it right, okay. Create a user, create an array where keep 5 city name, and from each city, or you can say in each city, and in each city add 10 users. Add 10 users. What is saying? It's saying create an array where inside the array how many city? 5 city. Okay. Inside the array will be 5 city, and after that, in each city we need to add how many users? 10 users. It is the answer of that question only, but in different way. Look at here. In this, what we have seen is Alex is how many times? 3 times. Now suppose question will be there. Create a array where the vendor Alex will be 1 time and the product will be how many times? 3 times. Right or not? One vendor, 3 product. Another vendor, 1 product. One vendor, next product. Another vendor, only 1 product. Okay. Now what we will do in this, because the array structure was wrong. If you want to display also, you cannot display. So first we have to organize the data in proper way, then only the designer can display in the page as a proper way. If the data come in the mix, then designer cannot display in as per desires. Okay, so what is going to do? From one city, how many users? 5 users. Okay, 10 users, depends. Let's go. That's called the nested array. Right here, a constant, okay, user equal to go inside. First create an array where they store the city names. Bangalore. And then customer as array. Now come inside. लिखते रहिए. Okay. Bangalore, Mumbai. It's multidimensional, nested array. You are already aware of. Pune. Now, from each city, how many users? 5 user, 10 user, maybe. Or you can say for one user, keep 10 users. For one city, keep 10 user. Or maybe you can say for 10 user, keep same city. If you say for one city, 10 user, then this question look easy. But when we say for 10 user, one city, then this question look difficult. But both are the same thing. Now let me go here and first display the list of city. Then I'll fill the users. User list. User dot length. Check once and confirm are you getting the length or not. Okay, now come inside, write a map function. User.map. User info, comma index. User info, comma index. Return a field set. Under the field set, there is a tag called legend. Under the legend, use the user info dot city. It will print you the name of all the city. Key property you should not follow, you should not forget to follow. For field set, add the key as a index. Okay, okay. Check now. It will give you the list of city name, in field set and legend. Field set will create a box and legend will be the border. Field set will be the a kind of a box. Where legend will be a heading. It appears something like this. Through CSS, we can manage it. We can make it more better. Now, under the each city, how many customer is there? Find the length of that. User info dot customer dot length. Okay, user info dot customer dot length. So under the each city, how many customers are there? You will get their length. User info dot customer dot length. User info dot customer dot length. Okay, length is coming everywhere. How many length? 0, 0, 0. Because city is there, but under the city, the customers are 0. Now let me go here and under the Bangalore, let me add some customer. Alex, Mano, Ganesh, Kavi. Okay, this many name. From Mumbai, let me keep 4 names. Suresh, Ricky, Ganesh. From Pune, Prabha. From Kolkata, Leighton. Sorry. From Chennai, Sanuka. Ajit. Okay, let it be this many users. Okay, I can share you this array also. In case difficulties in creating the array, I can share you this array. I have written in one line all because just to customize the space, you can pull all in the new line also. Customer can go to the new line where you can display the list of customer in new line, new line. That array came to your chat, you can use that. So it will show you the number of customer under each city. Number of customer under each city. Number of customer under each city. Okay, ready? Check now. Is it showing the length? Now lengths are coming. So from Bangalore, how many users? 5 users. Now we can use another map function and we can display all here. Under each block, we can display the list of each customer. So we'll go under the field set, and under the field set only, you have to write the next loop. Okay, without loop, you cannot write again because under the user info customer, under the user info customer is an array, is a single dimensional array. Under the user info customer is the array. Number of elements are more and less. If the equal number of elements, then no problem, we can write directly position wise, but the number of elements are different, so you cannot mention hardcode position value. You have to use another map function as a nested map function. So I will be writing under the field set. Okay, so we'll write here again second map function. under the second map function, you have to write user info dot customer dot map. It is user info dot customer dot map. Is something like user info dot customer is an array. For that, you apply the next map. Inside that, now customer is a single dimensional array. Okay, so here you can write directly name and you can write as a index 2. Index 2. Already we are under the index 1. So if you use index again, if you use the same index, then there will be chance of value will get overwrite. Position of first element will get replaced in the second one. So to avoid that problem, give as a different variable to maintain the index of customer separate, and write inside another return, and that return should be again under the paragraph only, and that paragraph will have only name. But here paragraph again it's going to generate the dynamic. So for paragraph also key property is required, else it will throw the inner level error. It will say under the nested loop you are using a paragraph that is not having a unique property. That is another kind of warning. At this you will see all the customer will print successfully from top to bottom. Outer level loop also, inner level loop also. If the data is structurized properly, if the data is in the proper structure, then only when you design the layout, when you design the UI, you can form the UI properly. If the data is not organized properly, designer can't do much thing. He will be limited. He can say, yes, the structure of the data is wrong. It's not well structurized. So he cannot run the proper loop and he cannot use the proper mechanism. Okay, check now. Is it printing? For every customer, for every city, how many customers? So this is the single dimensional array. It is which one? The customer is a single dimensional array. There may be customer will have name, email, city, pin code, everything. City already we have. So it can be customer will have name, email, and their mobile number. So then what will happen? A nested array will be, it's a multi-level array. Okay, array inside array you have, but it is inside level. The inner level is a single dimensional. Inner level also can be a multi-dimensional. Inner level array can also be a multi-dimensional array.
Then again we need to follow inside the map.
We have to follow map inside map. When you go to the Flipkart, one product, how many photos? Multiple photos. So product details will come. In that there will be object called photo. Photo will have single dimensional array, 1.jpg, 2.jpg, 3.jpg, how you are printing here. Now suppose we display one user details. If we click on one user details, then it will display the user details. And then suppose you click on one city, then what it will display? It will display the city name. And along with the city, in one city, how many users? Multiple users. That we can display in the left side. Maybe city you display in the right side and list of the user display in the left side. In Flipkart, same thing, no? One product, like not only I'm talking the name, one product will have name, price, quantity, everything, individual object, and there will be one object called as a photo. Photo will have a multi-dimensional, single dimensional array. How we have put names of the user here. There will be 1.jpg, 2.jpg, 3.jpg. Display the product details in the right side and display the list of the product in the left side. Okay. So next, when the user click on the particular product, particular photo, the photo should get large. JavaScript, when we have gone through, we have seen how to click on photo and display the photo pixels. Okay, same logic we can apply here also. Through state we can play and we can make it ready. Check now. So hope it look like this. One single line CSS we can write for field set, and your all the division, all the field set, like two field set may come in one line, two field set will go to the new line. Okay. So this much you need to implement. Okay, this I have written, you have followed, that is okay, but you have to write again. Okay. So project 2, hope it was set up already yesterday. So in project 2, already you have created the component, right? You have added under the routing. Now under each component, like how many example? 3, for example, you create. Store book names in an array, print it. Then store something, some 10 friends name, city, phone number, email ID in an array, print that, and create another array, another like 3 component at least you need to implement. First component single dimensional array, second component multi-dimensional array, third component nested array. So there one friend like display the name of the users with the skills. Okay, Ramesh no HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Ganesh no HTML, CSS only. Suresh no HTML, CSS, JavaScript. So name will be as a like city, and the skills will be like as a which one? Users. Okay, so that way we can practice. Practice will be, see, React is a unique code. Okay, it is very clean code, but matter is of understanding. If you understand, then it will look very interesting. But question is when to understand, how to understand. We have to revise it. Okay, we have to revise it. Revision is required. We have to practice 1 time, 2 times in a day. So now it's look easy only. It's not very difficult. Okay, but it will become really, it will become dangerous after 4-5 classes. Okay, React will become dangerous after 4-5 classes when it will not do the practice. So what we are learning now, so keep implementing in one project. If you have a time, what is the problem to repeat the same thing twice? No problem. One example, if you write 2 times, you will face definitely 2 to 3 types of problem. Okay, so if you are writing code 2 times, you will face 2 types of problem. You will understand, oh, this also can be a problem. This also can be a problem. Similar code, if you write 3 times, similar example, maybe one more type of error will get to know this can also be a possibility. Okay. Practice कीजिए थोड़ा, write up, do some practice. Nothing extra. What we are doing here, same thing, similar thing, repeat in different projects, different component will be helpful for you. Okay. The next question I'll write here in the last. Hope you are going to follow that. From today onwards, the evening time, I will update the question in the website. From there we can get it. But for today, you can. I'm updating the question answer of HTML in the website right now. So this question will also come next 1 or 2 days. I'll update all the questions. You will keep following from there. Okay. So number 1, if a project is set up and component is created, and routing is done. This one was the yesterday task. Okay, so I have written if the project is set up, component is created, and routing is done. So suppose you need to create following components. Create component as one is called books. Inside the book component, create an array of 10 books and display in p tag using map function. Where index of book should start from 1, not from 0. Today we have printed the book where we are starting from 0. But question is same, work is same, but in that index you have to start from where? 1. Okay. How you will do? You need to decide. Next. Okay. Second component called friends. Create an array of 10 friends name, 10 friends, 10 friends, where for name, gender, age, name, gender, age, education, and company. Which company is working? Marital status, true or false? True or false? Okay. You are printing name, age, education, company, and their marital status value should be what? True or false? It should not be yes or no. It should be true and false. Now the true and false you need to display in the browser. Okay. If you are able to do, then okay. If not able to do, ask me tomorrow. I'll guide you how to display the true and false in the browser. True and false is going to come from where? Array. You need to display in the browser as a true. You need to display in the browser as a false. Marital status value should not be in double quote. Okay, it should be as a without double quote. Just like this. Suppose I went here and I kept here called by the city. Now city I have put in double quote. Instead of that, I'll write college a how? True. So marital status colon true colon false. Okay, that true false you need to display in the browser. Follow the question, you will get idea. In case true false unable to display, I'll guide you. Okay, so that is the second component. Okay, third component. Third component you will create. The component name will be called employee. Employee. Okay, and under the employee component, it is based on nested array. It is based on nested array, where what you are going to display, each you can display like name, mobile number, and skills as array. Skills as array. Each imply minimum 5 and maximum 10 skills. Skills in the sense what? Suppose a skill. So under the skill double quote what will write? HTML, comma CSS, comma JavaScript. Okay, and then display inside the page. Okay, so these three questions, if you are able to do, that meaning today what we have learned, it's 100% clear for you. Okay, but not in the current project. In current project, if you are writing everything, it will become mix up and you will face the problem, error will come, tomorrow it will be disturbed for you in the class. So better this current project what we are doing, no need to touch anything in this. This entire R&D you are going to do in the another project. Okay? If project was not set up, I will give that line how to set up the project. This is the line. This is the line, using that you can set up the new project. This is the line. You can open in anywhere, D drive, C drive, open the CMD, run this, right here call it a project 2. Okay, CMD we can open and we can run that command npx create react app and project 2. So it will set up one more project called project 2. Under the project 2, this all activity you need to do. Okay, so clear. Book is a single dimensional array where only one complexity one index should start from 0, 1 should start from 1. Another one, you have the 10 friends. Each friend have name, age, gender, education, company. This all you can display easily. And but marital status should be true and false. In the browser also should display true and false. Other component called imply. It is based on nested array. What we follow today, last one. There name mobile, name Ganesh, mobile particular, skill, HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Okay. Now while displaying the data in your page, display the name, display the mobile, and display the skill in the how you want to display that. Okay, here I can write huge table. Huge table. Huge table. So hope taken the photo. Okay, then we'll see you tomorrow. Finish this. Tomorrow we will enter under the, if till here, if you are okay, then tomorrow we will enter under the next call state management, input output. These are our only output. We have to do the input and then output. State management using the functional component. State management is the backbone of your React. Okay, if a person is smart in handling the state using the class component, functional component, then you are okay. You are sufficient to work anyway.
So, Srinath,
Hello.
I just have a small doubt. Can we convert HTML and CS to Material UI in React?
Hmm.
We can convert, right?
You can't convert that because Material UI have their own elements.
Okay.
Okay. So when we design the layout, from beginning itself, we have to keep in mind you are going to use the Material UI. You have to design. Yeah, you can see now HTML, and again you have to redesign in Material because Material classes are different. Classes their other structure is different. If you have used already different class HTML and CSS, then in CSS you have used the different classes, and in the Material already classes are exist, so that will not match. You have to redesign it. Some portion, some like few things are there that is based on tag group, based on you can say the tag name, that will match. But if you say everything 100% should fit properly, it will not fit. Because difference is Material have their own design, own classes, and HTML, CSS we have written according to our wish, according to our understanding, will be difference. Okay. Hello.